Hey everybody, it's Garrett back with Dr. Muscle to do another review on a famous fitness app. And more specifically, we're gonna look at FitNotes to see if it's adequate enough to help beginners succeed in the gym. First off, a little bit about FitNotes. It's really a very basic, minimalistic fitness app. It's described as an alternative to the pen and paper to track your workouts. And for all intents and purposes, that's basically what it is. That's a very good description. Upon downloading it, open it up, and you're pretty much ready to go. However, that being said, that's the same thing as saying you're bringing a pen and paper to the gym and you're ready to start using the pen and paper. And by that I mean, remember that we're specifically looking at this today from the viewpoint of a beginner. And from a beginner's viewpoint, I don't really see what it's going to offer the lifter to actually help them progress inside the gym. By that I mean, once you download the app, it doesn't come with a whole selection of pre-programmed workouts that you can choose from. It comes with a very, very limited database of exercises. I want to say maybe 20 or 30, and even some of those consist of like basketball and swimming and stuff like that. As far as actual exercise in the database, it's like your deadlift, your squat. I don't believe there's any type of dumbbell exercises. And on top of that, there's no video for these exercises. It's literally just the exercise. It's the name and so on. So why is that? Again, where you have to keep in mind, this is only a fitness tracker. And so that what that's doing is basically just giving you these exercises that you can plug in to your workout by yourself. So once you start, you go in, you start your workout, and then you can, just like a pen and paper, you're going to write down, okay, today I want to do squats and deadlift and Romanian deadlift and so on and so forth. And so that being said, you are able to input as many exercises as you want, just like pen and paper. And so again, like at its core, that's what it is. And from that perspective, yeah, I think it would be beneficial. People tend to like it that use it due to the simplicity, the minimalist style. But again, it's only going to help you if you already know what you're supposed to be doing. For beginners, that's not really the case. Many beginners, they need some sort of guidance. And with FitNotes, it's just not given. And like, to be very fair, it's not supposed to. Don't really want to judge it saying it's bad based on something that it's not supposed to do. However, at the same time, I think it's important for beginners to know what they're getting into if they use it. So, for someone like myself, I already know what I'm doing. I just don't want to bring pen and paper to the gym. It would be nice to just be able to use it on your phone and bop, bop, bop. But at the end of the day, I just don't see how a beginner is going to use FitNotes to help them succeed. Now, in comparison, we compare that with a much more superior fitness app like Dr. Muscle. When you download the app, before you even start, it brings you through a series of questions, such as your age, your training age, what your goals are, and then from there, it actually spits you out a legitimate, personalized program. I've been doing this for, 12 years or so. I have my master's, my CSCS, my CISSN, and the programs it spits out are pretty much what I would write, or very, very, very similar. Every strength coach is going to have their little different nuances, but at the end of the day, there's some general fundamental principles that will be there, and Dr. Muscle has that. Even more impressive, change those answers. The program actually changes to address whatever the issue is that you put in. Maybe you say, I have bad knees, or maybe you don't have access to dumbbells, or maybe you want more work on your bicep. The program actually addresses that and will change the program to fix whatever issue you have. And that in itself, I think, is really, really cool. Then I've been doing this for a while, and a lot of programs, they'll have you do this little quiz, right? But at the end of the day, there might be only like 3 or 4 pre-programmed templates, and they just like kind of pick one for you. At the same time, it uses legitimate scientific principles like DUPE and RPE. It shows you exactly how to implement progressive overload. At the end of the day, you hear this phrase, trainer in a pocket. It's your personal trainer in the pocket. That's kind of said a lot. Dr. Muscle is probably the closest I've actually seen to that. As far as a fitness app being a personal trainer, Dr. Muscle actually does a very, very good job at that. Again, it addresses all your needs at the beginning, tells you exactly what to do, all of the exercises have very specific videos and explanations. Dr. Muscle tracks your progress. It recommends what you should be doing the next following week, adding weight, maybe a deload, maybe you have an issue, it'll switch exercises for you. So at the end of the day, a beginner could 100% download Dr. Muscle and be given a 100% legitimate professional training plan that they could start today. Not only that, they could use it for year, 2 year, what have you. And also what I really love, the last point, is I love education. I hate when trainers just tell their clients what to do. I like to explain what to do. I like to teach my clients as I'm training them, and Dr. Muscle does that. You could probably, if you spent the time, you could use Dr. Muscle for a year. And after that year, you would have a very solid grasp on the fundamental principles of lifting, to the extent that you would be pretty good at writing your own programs thereafter. To sum it up, FitNotes is great. It's, pen and paper is great. It's does what it's supposed to. Again, that's exactly what it's marketed as, and it does a really good job at doing that. However, if I was a beginner and I need assistance in the gym for strength and hypertrophy, I would 100% go to Dr. Muscle. Again, I wanted to say thank you. My name is Garrett with Dr. Muscle. And again, if you have any questions or feedback, feel free to leave it. See you next time.